And now that I've got your attention, welcome to Seek a Critique. Since its release, I've been having a blast with Far Cry 5. Whilst I haven't quite finished the campaign yet, I still feel qualified enough to say I think it's my favourite in the series, and that's going some. Far Cry 5 doesn't do much to change the formula. This is by and large mechanically identical to Far Cry 4, yet in location and a few other design decisions it feels the most liberating, player rewarding and ultimately most fun in the franchise's history. So I know I've already answered the title of this feature, but in this video I want to take you through my reasons why I feel this way, covering some of the game's best advancements, the most polished parts of the Far Cry formula and a new mechanic that I wasn't so keen on. Without further ado. Firstly, a massive breakthrough in my opinion is what I've termed natural discovery. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, in this iteration of the series, Ubisoft have ditched the minimap, opting for a minimalistic heads-up display that really liberates the player. It'll have you actually exploring the world realistically as you would in real life, finding points of interest, hunting spots and objectives by talking to NPCs, observing road signs or even reading magazines. Whilst this is a seemingly minor change, it actually makes a real difference, decluttering the screen and allowing you to actually appreciate 1. The beauty of this expansive fictional open world, and 2. The sheer amount of content Ubisoft have crammed into it. Secondly, the wingsuit. Whilst by now it's a well-established trademark of the series, in my opinion it's better than ever in Far Cry 5's Hope County. With the addition of planes and full-on helicopters, which I'll get to later, you spend more time in the skies than ever before in a Far Cry game. Equally, with the addition of the airdrop mechanic, adding stylish entrances or deaths to your fast travelling, the wingsuit is used far more frequently and effectively in this iteration. Thirdly, I've chosen close combat. Overhauled for the new game, melee weapons now provide some of the most satisfying in-game moments. From brutal, prompted takedowns to aerial manoeuvres and chained executions, these systems feel more fleshed out and intuitive than ever. Allowing you to select from a host of customisable weapons from the likes of an uncannily reminiscent baseball bat for all you Walking Dead fans, to shovels, crowbars and clubs, it's clear the developers have also visually emphasised this decision, with more inventory slots and a larger weapon arsenal. In Far Cry 5, the cliché guns for hire characters are back, and more stereotypical than ever. Whilst many of them are fun to play with and I like the inclusion of series veteran Herc, they weren't nearly as entertaining as the fangs for hire. The diverse wildlife has always been a trademark of the Far Cry game locations, and 5 finally harnesses their deadly allure and charm in both a useful and comical manner. Cheeseburger, the cult-killing grizzly bear, was by far my favourite from the small array you have to choose from. Planes, boats, jet skis, helicopters, cars, trucks, vans, you name it. In Far Cry 5, if you can see it, you can drive or pilot it. From fast-paced pursuits to narrow escapes, vehicles aren't only a means of transportation to and from objectives though, and they're also integrated into the game's missions. Planes and dogfighting are the main additions here, and you'll be soaring high in crop dusters and Spitfires as you bombard cult property and take out Eden's Gate's pilots. These were an awesome and welcome addition to an already great vehicle roster. Last but not least, prepper stashes. Merging puzzle traversal and meaningful rewards, prepper stashes prove a brilliant new set of side quests I actively sought out and solved. Using the natural discovery system I mentioned earlier, you'll become aware of these hidden locations as you go through the in-game world. Here's the catch though. Disappointment. No, not really. I mean, besides a few unoptional usages in the campaign, this mechanic is fundamentally a harmless gimmick. Hunting is far less prevalent in this new game, and whilst it can supplement your accumulation of in-game currency, it's really an optional extra. On the whole though, even with my incomplete playthrough, Far Cry 5's 5-star logo and name is a suitable verdict for a game that facilitates mindless carnage and subtly reworks a winning formula. Thank you very much for watching, and for more gaming critiques check out my other videos above, and don't forget I'm celebrating my 2-year anniversary of writing over on the blog, so there's plenty of special content for you to check out over there. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one.